Hey everybody, I can tell by the hopeful expressions on their faces that all of my fish here in my new world tank think they're about to get fed, but they are not. Some of them, I hope, are about to get trapped. Today is the day I'm finally going to stick my minnow trap in the tank, and we're going to see what happens. So, without further ado, let's get it in the tank. I'm going to have to move this piece of wood out of the way, I'm sure. And hopefully that's all on camera. There it is. Let me go dry my hands off real quick. Alright, now we are going to watch very closely. If too much time elapses, I can always edit the video, but I am definitely going to stand here and watch this very carefully to make sure I don't get any problems. I'm a little bit worried about the silver dollars or possibly even the angelfish trying to get in there and getting themselves sort of wedged and stuck and damaging their fins or something, possibly even damaging their gills. What I'm hoping for, since the opening is fairly small, we really shouldn't get anything larger than maybe those creek chubs eventually making their way in there. And I think over time they'll just get used to it being in there, and it'll be a matter of them swimming down that little funnel, and next thing they know they'll be in that trap and we won't have to worry about it. I was tempted to put some food in there, but I was afraid if I did that, it would be even more likely to lure fish that I don't want to go in there. And the idea also is that those minnows are schooling, so if some go in, it's likely that several might trail in and follow together. So I'm going to stop talking and stand here quietly. We'll let the camera roll and hope for the best. Alright, it's been about a half an hour and they are not behaving any differently. They're not scared of it, but they simply won't go in it. You can see there's a few of them hanging out underneath of it right now. So what I'm going to try to do is drop some shrimp pellets and maybe a few sinking granules that I put in there, and we'll see if that doesn't get them at least down to this end of the tank more. I don't want to pull the trap out and actually put bait in it necessarily, but with the shrimp pellets in the tank and the flavor of food, it might get them a little more active. And if I can get them in any way to get hung up in the cage, that would be good too. Not sure if it's showing up on camera, but now that I see that big suckerfish in there, it kind of lets me know that it wouldn't be able to get in that trap even if I wanted it to. So we're probably going to have to resort here in a few minutes to a good old-fashioned dip net, getting it in there. So maybe this will be a combination video. We'll start with the trap. If that's unsuccessful here, in another 15-20 minutes, something like that. Oh, we've got one in there. Just noticed that. Maybe now that one's in there, more will follow. Oh, we got two, we got three. All right. Now let's see how long it takes for the rest of them to just make their way in there. All right, everybody, I have decided that we are going to try using a little bit of net after all. I'm here doing this, I may as well get it done today, so you'll get to see how I do it using two nets. I generally prefer the two net method. You use one net to sort of corral them towards the other net, and you can kind of scoop them out of the water. So we're going to start with, I guess we'll start with one big net and one small net. Not sure which one to use first. There we go. So having that trap at the other end of the tank is going to make things a lot easier for me. And it looks like most of the silver dollars are going to the other end of the tank. So let's see if I can't get some of these to come down here now. I think this trap is actually going to wind up getting in my way more than helping me at this point. I can't get the net past it. One. I'd really like to get these chubs out of the tank. We've got one in the trap already. And we've got this one back here floating around. There we go. We've got another one in the trap. At this point, I'm not even sure what we've got in the trap. I think that's all three of the chubs. Yeah, it looks like what I've got in the bucket is a chub, and I know we just got two of them in the net, or in the trap, so I think that's all of the chubs. I'm going to leave the shiners in there, and we can work on getting those suckerfish out of there another time. So let's go ahead and get the minnow trap emptied. Bring the bucket around here. And let me see where we are on the camera. Alright, we definitely got all three of those chubs. Alright, there you go. That is going to be the first reduction in fish out of this tank. Hopefully we'll be able to get in there and get that those suckerfish out. Again, I want these shiners to stay in there. Oh, there's a big fat creek chub right there that I missed. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm definitely going to have to get back in here in the near future and work on getting some of these suckerfish out of there. You can see that one right there. So that'll be for another time, another video. I'm going to say thanks for watching this one. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't forget that this one here is my new world tank. Hopefully now that we're making some room in there, we'll get some more angelfish, or maybe even some cardinal tetras or neons or something with a little splash of color in there. So again, make sure you're subscribed. You won't miss that or anything else I got coming up. So thanks for watching. I'll see you real soon in the next one.